Hi, and thanks for tuning in today for today's Connect video. It is Tuesday, March 29th. April is upon us. We're basically a quarter of the way through 2022. Hey, just a couple things to remind you of. We have our welcome class coming up this Wednesday night, in rooms 3 and 4. It'll start at 6:30. We'll be done by 8 o'clock. This is really a helpful class for anyone who's fairly new to the church, just needing to find out more information. If you want to become a member of the church, we highly recommend that you come to this class. So that happens tomorrow night, rooms 3 and 4. If you have not already RSVP'd for that, please make sure you contact the office today or tomorrow and let them know that you will be attending. So look forward to seeing you at the welcome class tomorrow night. Yard sale is happening this week here on campus. This is the Next Gen students' primary fundraiser that helps them with their mission trips this coming summer. Okay, so this really helps them afford traveling and doing the work they're going to do this summer. So your help with them really helps that ministry. This is the week for drop-off. So please bring your gently used items to donate this coming week here down in Chapel Hall in the lower lobby. And if you're able to help sort and price, Thursday and Friday will mainly be the sorting and pricing days. They also need a little help on Saturday, just supervising the sale itself. So anyhow, great opportunity. The yard sale and car wash is this Saturday, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. And so great opportunity. Make sure you let family, friends, neighbors, coworkers know. Lots of good stuff that will be good finds at this coming Saturday. So that happens this week. Israel trip coming up March of next year, March of 2023. I mentioned this a little bit this past Sunday. We have an information meeting this Sunday afternoon, 4:30, rooms 1 and 2. Excuse me. And this is just a Q&A. We'll walk through the itinerary and answer questions. If you're interested in coming on this trip, or if you're already signed up and just want to, talk about the trip and see what is coming up and everything else, this will be an awesome time. And if you've never gone to Israel, this is a bucket list trip, and I would highly encourage you to do so. But an information meeting for the Israel trip this coming Sunday, 4:30 in the afternoon, rooms 1 and 2. Lastly, Easter is right around the corner, and we have a number of things happening at the church, obviously, for Easter. It's the high point of the year, I guess you could say, for us. Palm Sunday will be our choir program, which is always a blessing. We'll have our Good Friday services on that Friday evening, Good Friday evening, 7 p.m., I believe it is. Always a moving service. And then Easter celebration services on Easter morning, and we'll have our annual Easter brunch available between services. Just a beautiful time to celebrate our risen Lord. So mark it on the calendar. Grab the invite cards that are on church. Invite people. This is a great opportunity for them to hear the gospel of Jesus Christ. Today I want to touch base on the slap heard around the world. The big picture here, the big topic is conflict and how to stay at peace. And if you watched, I'm not a big Oscar watcher. Don't really care that much about all that stuff. I am interested in it due to it's a cultural thing, and so I'm really always trying to track what's happening in the culture. And something happened this past Sunday night at the award show, the Oscars, with Will Smith and Chris Rock. And if you haven't seen it, well, here's a clip.
I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow.
That is an amazing thing that happened. And it just caused me to, I've been thinking about this last couple days, and I thought this would be good for the video, just to talk about conflict and peace and unity and these kinds of things. That's going to be kind of the focus this coming Sunday for the sermon, so this does tie in. And so my thought is, well, how do we look at this biblically? You can look at this through just culture and all that, but how do we step back as a Christian, and how do we look at what happened at the Oscars through a biblical lens, and how do we take, okay, so Will Smith got really upset, whatever, and took that form of aggression. How do we look at this biblically? How do we deal with this? There's two things in the church we talk a lot about, and that is unity and peace. Those are two things we do talk a lot about, among others. Those things are, unity and peace are not synonyms, but where you find one, you typically find the other, don't you? Because you can't have really peace without unity, and you can't have unity without there being a peace among the group. So these things are usually together. They're found in the same places. And a passage that I thought I would just walk through real quick with you is Romans 12, verse 17, 18, and 19. And verse 17 says, "Repay no one evil for evil, but give thought to do what is honorable in the sight of all." What Will Smith did there was take matters in his own hands, right? There was a revenge issue, repaying someone for what the affront they gave you or did to you, right? But the verse says, "Repay no one evil for evil." And that's our human tendency. That's where our sin nature resides, and that's where it will drive us. But give thought to do what is honorable in the sight of all. So rise above it, right? There's a Christian ethic here that when we are offended, when someone does something evil against us, we are to do something in response that is not matching that evil or raising the level of evil, right? We're to do what's honorable, not what is evil. That's a difficult thing, isn't it? That's a hard part of living that out. And then verse 18 says, "If possible," I think that's really important, "if possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all." So that verse, the goal there is to live peaceably, but the reality is it takes two people to live at peace. One can desire peace and the other one desires conflict. So as far as we're concerned, we as Christians need to really focus on our side of the ledger here, right? We need to do what's honorable, and as far as it is possible for us, because I can only count for what I do, I need to try and live at peace. And that's what the verse is telling us, right? If possible, so far as it depends on you, live peaceably with all. And then verse 19 concludes this thought. "Beloved," this is talking to Christians, right? "Never avenge yourselves, but leave it to the wrath of God, for it is written, 'Vengeance is mine, I will repay, says the Lord.'" This is a resting in the sovereignty of God and in the righteousness and justice of God, isn't it? And those things are not immediately gratifying for us. Those are long-term realities that we are told here. Rest in those things. Wait. God will fix this. It may be in eternity. It may be in our lifetime, in our time, or maybe a number of years from now, but He will set all wrongs right, we're told, right? So the Christian response when you're offended, when there's conflict, don't repay evil for evil, right? But do something honorable. Raise the standard. Don't instigate more. And as far as it's possible for us, we need to live peaceably with other people. And don't get vengeance. Don't avenge what has been done to you. God will take care of justice. He will make all wrongs right and rest in His promise. And that's really how we need to deal with conflict and disagreements and so on. Anyhow, just a thought for the day here as we come out of the slap heard around the world, and just wanted to touch base. Thanks for taking a few minutes to tune in. I hope you have an awesome week this week, and I hope you can join us, whether it's in person or on the live stream, this coming Sunday, 9:30 or 11 for a great time of worship. Have a great week and be a blessing. Bye-bye.